Garrett, when you look at that game overall, got to be a lot of frustration from this team. 2 straight games where you've done a lot of good things, but in an overall sense, how do you guys look back on the set against Toronto?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that game was better than the one, obviously, in Toronto. But I mean, it's tough coming out of these games without wins. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we want to do, is we want to win games. And I mean, I think we took a step in the right direction in a lot of aspects in our game. But at the same time, it's obviously nice to get those bounces. So.
That said, I mean, the start might have been a little bit slow in this one, but it seemed like you guys really flicked a switch in the second period and were kind of dominant from then on. Did you guys feel or do anything different, or did it just kind of lead to you getting rewarded for things you were already doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a trend with our team, to be honest, is we kind of have these slow starts, and then for some reason, I don't know if it's a panic button or if it's us wanting to just get into gear, we get things going, but it's obviously nice to have that. At least we're not flat the whole game, but at the same time, we want to come out of the gates a lot stronger.
Tell me about your goal, one that you bury, but a heck of a pass from Stephen Halliday to make it happen. Tell me a bit about how maybe your eyes widen when you get a pass like that from a line mate.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great play by him. He sees the ice very well. He does a lot of good things, and I think for him it was a great puck protection at the first point there. And he's a guy that you don't really need to go and help him too often. So for me, it was just finding a lane, and he obviously made a great pass.
That said, obviously the power play's got to be something you guys are thinking about a lot moving forward. It's, again, not that it isn't getting chances, but what in your mind maybe needs to keep getting better or be different for it to start to get some statistical success?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's obviously a bit of frustration there. I mean, you want to win the special teams battle, and for us it has been happening. And I think at the start of the year we were getting a lot of bounces. We were getting a lot of good pucks and all that. And I think for us, it's not to get too in our heads about it. Like, I still think we're doing some good things. I think there's no panic button yet, but obviously you want results. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same thing with our game. I think we're doing good things, but you want results. So for us, it's sticking with it, staying positive, sticking together. I think, teams go through stretches like this where they might struggle and pucks aren't going in, and personally pucks don't go in, but you can go one of two ways, and I think we have a good group in there, and I think things will start turning in the right way for us.
And then a final thing for you, obviously a great opportunity now with Utica coming up, a team you've played well against already, and there'll be 2 of your next 3 opponents. So how big does that opportunity kind of present itself for you guys? And you kind of mentioned it there, but what specifically do you want to make sure you're doing to get a complete effort against them on Tuesday?
Yeah, it's obviously nice to see a team that we haven't seen in a while. We've been playing some pretty similar teams, Syracuse, Toronto, Laval, quite a bit, so it's nice to see a different team have a new sort of dynamic out there. But for us, it's focusing on ourselves, making sure we're having good starts, and hopefully, obviously, get the special teams clicking.